Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. And this morning I come to you from the beautiful Circular Quay, and as you can see, we've got the Collaroy, the magnificent Collaroy, just pushing off from wharf number 3 and heading off to Manly for yet another run of service, and heading on its way is the Collaroy. Look how long it is. It's a magnificent ferry. Can't wait to get on there one day and do that trip. Anyway, let's do a walk and talk style of vlog today, and I want to have a chat to you yet again about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart. Let's take a different route today, and we'll head down to the Opera House via a different path to give us a different perspective. It's a bit blowy today, so please accept my apologies for any crackling on the mic, but we'll do our best. So today I want to have a chat to you about a topic that I've got near and dear to my heart, and that's the topic of the thing that I want to talk about today is who's to blame. Who really is to blame for the predicaments that we often find ourselves in? How often have you seen people pointing their finger, saying it's all their fault, it's all your fault? But many years ago I had somebody tell me that whenever you point your finger at somebody and blame them and say it's their fault, always remember that pointing back to you are 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. So while you're pointing one finger at somebody else, there are three fingers pointing back to you. So where's the lesson? What's the lesson there? Think about it. At the end of the day, other people contribute to our challenges and our issues and our problems, but only we are responsible and accountable for the outcomes. So looking at that advice, there are 3 fingers pointing back to us, saying that you are accountable, you are responsible, and you need to do something about it to sort it out. One of my favourite sayings that my wife always uses is "Κάποιος πρέπει να τραβήξει το φίδι από την τρύπα," which means that somebody has to put their hand down the hole to grab the snake and remove it. So the important lesson is that we need courage. We need courage in our lives, and we need the honesty in our lives as well, to know that whatever issues we have, it's not because of our parents, it's not because of our friends, it's not because of our partners, it's not because of our schooling, it's not because of our poverty, it's not because of any other reason other than the decisions and the things that we accept in our lives. So here we are. We've got the beautiful Harbour Bridge over there. I'll try and get a good perspective. Let me get up above the bars to give you an uninterrupted view of the Harbour Bridge. And let's get back on topic. So how do we use this to the young people, to the people growing and developing and looking for a better life? You need to understand, you need to accept, and you need to embrace the idea that you are responsible, you are accountable, and it's only the decisions that you make and the efforts that you make that will deliver a masterpiece in terms of your life. Too often I hear people moaning and groaning. It's somebody else's fault. It's all their fault. My mother and father, my uncle, my boss, my this, my that. And it's really, really sad, because what they really need to understand is it's got nothing to do with anybody else and everything to do with them. At any point in time, you can change your life. You can improve the situation. You can get a better outcome. But it means taking responsibility and taking full accountability of the outcomes. Anyway, let's continue walking. I think I'll walk all the way around here to the Opera House and then head back along the footpath. So that is an empowering lesson. So as soon as anybody or everybody realizes that it's up to them and not up to everybody else, that's when your life changes. So I encourage you to think about the importance of taking your life into your hands, your outcomes into your hands, and taking ownership of the decisions that impact you and the decisions that impact the people around you. Don't try and shift the blame to other people. Don't be a blame shifter, because all you're doing is kidding yourself and living a lie. Yeah, the wind's picking up here, so I might turn around and start picking up, I think, otherwise the audio is not going to be all that good. I'll just take some shelter over here in these gates and just finish off our vlog for the day. Anyway, so once again, in summary, what we need to do is to understand that it's not his fault, but it's your fault. Remember that those fingers are pointing back to you. It's your fault. So if you take responsibility, then your life will change from the point that you take ownership of your decisions, ownership of the outcomes, ownership of the relationships that you're in, and be a leader. Be a self-styled leader. Take decisions, make decisions, and be the energy that flows between you and your friends and your family and your outcomes to bring about positive change. Because when we sit and talk, when we sit and moan, when we sit and complain about our lives, other people and everything else, nothing changes. And all we're doing is focusing on the wrong things. The important thing is to focus on the outcomes, the positive outcomes that you want, and to do whatever you need to do to influence whoever you need to influence to move one step at a time towards your desired outcomes. So let's finish up on this windy Sydney day. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, take ownership. Take ownership of your challenges, take ownership of your relationships, take ownership of the decisions that you make and the direction that you're going, because once you decide to take ownership, then your life will change for the better. Remembering, when we change, our whole universe will change for us. So change the way you look at things, change the way you accept things, and change the way you look at things and think about things. So I think that'll do for now. from this beautiful vantage point up here next to the Opera House, and look at those ferries. Look at those ferries working hard against the wind. But once again, they're under their own power. The wind, they can't change the wind, but they just keep on going, keep on persisting, keep on persevering until they get to where they want to get to. And I encourage you to take a similar sort of vein in your life so that you don't end your days complaining. You don't end your days wondering how your life could have turned out, because by taking ownership, you are the author. You are the author and the artist and the architect of the thing that is called the masterpiece, which is your life. And when you start taking ownership, other people will start taking ownership of their bits of the puzzle, and before you know it, everybody will be working together, not getting in each other's way and not wasting their time criticizing, moaning and complaining about why their life isn't as they expect it. Thank you very much once again for tapping into Jim's 5am Club. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your words of encouragement, and looking forward to continuing to work together so that we can all benefit, we can all grow and develop, and we can all create a life that is worth living and a life that we are proud to call our own. Wishing you all the best, and until tomorrow 5am, I'll come to you from another location, showcasing the beauty of the place which I call Sydney, my home, and we'll bring another message. It'll be unscripted, unplanned, unedited, everything. It'll come from the heart, it'll be authentic, and it'll be on point to those who want to listen. Take care, and we'll chat again. Yasas.